Right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Wednesday, March 1st. Getting ready to come home from my trip in just a few days. But just in case we don't have enough money in the bank, I figured we should put out an offering on some California cult wines. Why the heck not, man? We've got an incredible collection of some of the hardest to find wines from California, like Manfred Krankel's Cinq Non, which we've just started getting through our normal channels of distribution. We've always had a bottle here, a bottle there that we've horse traded with collectors, but these are the cult Rhone wines of California. When you look at the Stock, the Stein, the Syrah, the Grenache-based wine, even the dessert wines we've got, there is nothing at this level of quality when you look at a winery across the board in the world. There's very few places that make bottle for bottle as good of wines as they do at Cinq Non. This man, Manfred Krankel, changes the names of the wines every vintage. He changes the bottles like a work of art, the labels. And let me tell you, the wines, like I said, very hard to find. And you can't argue with, the fact that they are great wines. Whether you like them or not, whether you think they deserve the 100-point scores that Robert Parker has bestowed upon them, which is the reason why these wines have become so expensive. And like I said, we don't have just one cult winery. We have got dozens on this offering. We've got Araujo, which a lot of these cult wineries started in the early 90s. I think that Bart and Daphne Araujo bought this property in 1990, was their first vintage. Joe Phelps is probably kicking himself because he used to make wine from this fruit, named it Isley Vineyard before that. Thought the price was just ridiculous that they wanted for it. And hey, guess what? Chateau Latour just bought this from the Isley family, or from the Araujo family, and they paid a ridiculous price for this dirt. And that's what it's all about in Napa Valley. You look at the Colgan up on Pritchard Hill. The ground up there, also sacred. We got some great wines from Ann Colgan on here. She started, I think, 1992, 91, were their first vintage. We've got Screaming Eagle. I think we got 6 vintages of Screaming Eagle here. The first vintage, 1992, they made 150 cases. I think the second vintage, which we have on this offer, also only like under 200 cases produced. That's one of the reasons why this wine costs so much. Well, the name, also one of the coolest names in the wine business. And hey, we show it every year at our cult tasting. Came in first, the 1996, the oldest vintage that we showed this year. Blind against, 8 other wines from 96. We showed, I think, 12 wines in all that night. And we've got Schrader. We have got all kinds of great stuff on this offering, Scarecrow. So if you want some of the elite wines that you can only find on the mailing list from Napa Valley, and Cinq Non from Southern California, check it out. Our California cult offering. I'll be home in a few days. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying, remember, always drink the good stuff first.